stupid Christians. I can't believe in God because the Bible does not explain dinosaurs. And now, is this good enough reason for someone not to believe in God? Yeah, I mean, like, if we can't explain dinosaurs, does that make Jesus wink out of existence? Well, there's a guy on YouTube, and this is why I'm bringing it up, who said he quit being a Christian because he could not explain dinosaurs. That was it. Now, if this former believer has said, I can't believe that Jesus actually existed, or that he died and he rose again because I have this evidence and this evidence and this evidence, then he would have a very good reason not to be a Christian. But dinosaurs? Really? I mean, you can bring up lots of unusual stories from the Bible. Pillars of salt, or a large fish that swallows someone. Yeah, but why not stick to the main issue? And the main issue is Jesus. So, how can we understand an ageless, timeless, all-powerful God and everything he does? That would be a mistake too. We've got to understand exactly what God can be and the power that he has. And if someone wants to really research a belief that Jesus came back from the dead, and then finds out, yes, he did, that's a good reason to want to listen to this person, as Frank Turek says. We need to reorganize our priorities. We got to change from how our human view is and just try to imagine what's going on in God's mind, far above us. It's kind of like the tiniest insect or an amoeba trying to understand humans. We're so far above them. How can they begin to understand us? How can we begin to understand God? Now let's talk about the story of the resurrection, Jesus, and how the story started to spread. Let me give you an example of a story. What if I told you that I own a Lamborghini? Well, you would probably say, hey, show it to me. I want to see it. Then what if I say, it's in this other city. It's far from here. You would probably assume that I don't really have a Lamborghini. But instead, what if I said, I have a Lamborghini. It's in my garage, at home, right around the corner. We can walk over there and see it. That would verify that I do indeed have this Lamborghini. Well, the story of Jesus rising from the dead began in the city where it took place. People could easily verify this because there were roughly 500 people that saw Jesus up and about, that were still alive, that could be questioned. And these kinds of things, this story especially, became part of the creed that Christians, early Christians, would say. And this started happening within weeks or a month or two of the resurrection. It happened really soon on that these creeds were being repeated at services and being memorized by all these Christians. Now, a cool thing happened when finally the disciples decided to spread the news about Jesus rising from the dead. When they first went on there, the first day, they had 3,000 people become believers in one day. Now, this was a story that could be verified, just like the Lamborghini story in the city where it happened. And this is what people decided had to be true. Now, there were a whole bunch of other messiahs, and before Jesus, at least people called them a messiah, but when they died, so did their movement. It no longer existed. Now, in the case of Jesus, it's completely opposite. It started growing enormously every day. And it's still growing, especially in Africa and in the Far East, to China, this sort of places. Jesus, having seen a risen Jesus, the disciples decided to put their lives on the line and go out and tell the story. Now, people can be convinced to die for a lie if they don't know it's a lie. They're willing to die for some kind of a cause that they think is especially important. But here, the disciples were willing to put their lives at risk because they had seen Jesus. They knew that it was true, and they were putting their lives at risk. They knew that if they were going to die, they were going to die not for a lie, they were going to die for the truth. Now, There is all this evidence that it happened. And you owe it to yourself to check it out, see what you think. By the way, I was not born in a Christian home. I was 21 when I decided I'm going to weigh the evidence, and I made my decision to become a Christian. One of the stupid Christians. And remember the story of Jesus. This is the important one to begin with. And it happened right in the city where Jesus died. Not in a faraway place so that a lie could be hidden. No, it's where the truth could be tested and explained and decided upon. And that's why these people began to follow. What do you think? Put your comments down in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. See you later. Bye.